Good morning. Esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Indian Urbanization in a Global Perspective, given by the renowned Dr. Edward L. Gleaser of Harvard University. Today's discourse is jointly hosted by Janagraha and CPR and IndianCity.net. My name is Una V. Govindarajan and I head the research program at Janagraha. Before I begin, I'd like to make a couple of thank yous. First of all, to Dr. Abhijit Banerjee for introducing us to ED, and also to those at CPR, particularly Dr. Partha Mukhopadhyay and Dr. Pratap Bhanumehta, for being very supportive and attending to my numerous phone calls and emails with respect to every detail for organizing this discourse. Now, I'd like to take a few minutes to just quickly talk about the Janagraha and our research program. If I had to sum up the work of Janagraha in one line, it would be that Janagraha works to improve the quality of life for urban citizens using a systems approach and applying it to working with both citizens and government. Over the years, we have evolved a framework to do this, and we call it REED. It's an acronym, R-E-E-D. It has 4 parts. The R stands for regional perspective, which means that we look at the city as a part of a larger area and not in isolation, with respect to planning and resources. The first E stands for empowering governments and citizens. The second E stands for enabling citizens and governments. And this requires tools, skills, and platforms for both citizens and government. And the D stands for direct accountability. We need to make local governments directly accountable to people so that there is transparency and citizen participation in their functioning. Over the years, we have applied REED in many innovative ways. In 2004 to 2005, we concentrated our advocacy efforts to help catalyze the Jawaharlal Nehru National Urban Renewal Mission. The set of urban reforms under JNNURM largely reflect many components of the REED framework. Now, to talk a little about the research program at Janagraha. At Janagraha, we use the metaphor of a tree. The roots are democracy, the trunk is the REED system approach, and the fruits are an improved quality of life for urban citizens. Staying with this metaphor, I submit that along with citizen participation, which nourishes the tree, research is the other key element which will help to nourish this tree to bring about positive change for urban India. With a healthy research program that does a number of things, that houses Janagraha's intellectual work, validates our hypotheses, and generates data for urban change across our multiple programs which we run, creates an environment for information exchange between JCCD and other institutes, strategically drives Janagraha's research initiatives, and provides an informed foundation for our grassroots and advocacy work. The Janagraha research program seeks to provide the nutrients for urban India's change. However, this is a tricky line to tread because we are trying to pull together 3 very complex pieces at Janagraha: the advocacy work, the grassroots work, and research. So we will not be a pure research outfit. We will engage in applied research, and we will create publish-worthy material, which will be achieved through collaborative efforts. To this end, in the immediate future, we have 2 strategic areas of focus. One is that of civic literacy, to answer some of the basic assumptions that we have made in our grassroots work and in our advocacy work and in the REED framework. And this is that we need to have empowered citizens who engage with government more so that the governance of governments will function better, and this will bring about a better quality of life. In our most recent study, done in collaboration with Johns Hopkins University and CSDS, we examined 2 aspects of civic literacy. One was the knowledge needed to cast an informed vote, such as the name of public officials, party ideology, etc., and the knowledge of the day-to-day requirements of active citizenship, like how to cast a ballot, do people know how to go to the local police station and file a complaint, etc. The results and conclusions of this study were presented at JHU in 2009 May and was met with great interest and enthusiasm from the academic community. So to further this study, we are in the process of putting a further collaboration in place. A second area that we are exploring is that of electoral reform, as it directly bears on citizens' ability for active democratic participation. To this end, we are also developing a mini democracy index, initially for the city of Bangalore. In addition, we want to create knowledge sharing between JCCD and other academic institutions in the urban development space. So we will continue hosting conferences and discourses like this one. In sum, we have a very exciting year ahead of us for 2010, and there's really no better way of starting than hosting a lecture like this by Dr. Edward Gleeser. Thank you all very much for your patience. I would now like to hand over the mic to Dr. Pratap Mehta.
Thanks, Una. It's really a privilege for CPR to be associated with Janagra in co-hosting this event under Ramesh and Swati's leadership. Janagra has really set exemplary standards for both research rigor and advocacy. I mean, in some senses, it's a nice partnership because I think the Center for Policy Research's own self-images, there are lots of people trying to change the world. Occasionally we try and understand it. But this is a very special occasion for us, not just because of this partnership, but for the primary reason that you are all here, which is to listen to Professor Ed Glaeser, by common consensus, one of the most brilliant economists of his generation. Reading out his CV would take an hour in and of itself. I just want to mention a couple of things. First of all, obviously he's single-handedly redefined the field of urban economics in ways that are truly intellectually staggering. But if you look at the range of publications that he has produced over the last 10 or 15 years or so, what's striking about them is not just that many of them